pools of spending in enterprise, but still allocates a lot of money, but there is so little predictability around marketing. So, and companies now have more than 15,000 market tools to choose from in the space, but yet, if you ask CMOs, CEOs, CMOs the question, if I spend more on marketing, what kind of ROI will I get? I can tell you most of them will say the answer is relatively unclear. And so this is the problem that AlphaStory wants to solve. One of the most unpredictable, high-spend enterprise layers in the industry, across the sort of business space, with us creating an operating layer that makes marketing more predictable. And so AI has made this problem even more urgent, even though it's made it supposedly easier. Because previously, content was hard to create, but now content is so easy. It's not about content creation anymore. It is, in fact, anyone can create an article, anyone can create ads, social media posts, but the competitive advantage is no more that. The scarcity now is in predicting what is the exact right move at the right time when the channels keep changing. What if my competitor does something else? How do I react? And most importantly, what happened last time that should change my next decision, not just because I did it 3 months ago. And so, marketing has not become less valuable, probably even more valuable in this digital era, but it does not have an operating system that gives clarity to predictably create outcomes. And so for me, this problem is personal, not because I'm just a tech guy, but I used to run an agency for 8 years, and I used to have 2 a.m. firefights with my clients, with my team, solving problems, handing off from one person to another, and all these fragmented tools with fragmented conversations led to the inability of my team and my company to grow beyond a certain size. And I was one of the fastest growing in Singapore, Malaysia, and Indonesia. And so this is where AlphaStory is not just a theory, it is an operating layer that I want to build for the industry in Southeast Asia. And of course, there's a precedent not just in my space. Across legal, across customer support, there are many other industries with high expensive human service, repetitive workflows, but with super high stakes judgment that's required, that's already really moving at agentic AI layers and have raised a high amount of funding. And we believe that that's something that the marketing space needs as well. And so my belief is that it is not the same way that Grab did not have any car, Amazon did not own a product, Netflix did not own a studio. AlphaStory does not need to own many agencies or many publishers. Our aim is to understand how demand moves and to be able to route them through understanding customer demand. So, in short, AlphaStory is the first agentic platform in Southeast Asia where we move from intelligence in detecting, deciding, deploying a piece of content and measuring how it affects your brand, and then through that learning and coming back to the start again to ensure that there is in one platform you have the loop from intelligence to action, something that currently in the market you have to work with 2 agencies and 1 social listening tool to make that happen. So something that used to be super fragmented and super disconnected is now connected together in one simple platform. And the ambition is that every dollar flowing through AlphaStory will help you to better and more intelligently deploy in the future. We're not starting from zero. I'll jump the video. We have already grown in a short time. In 1.5 years, we've grown from a small amount of 50,000 just 1 year ago to now on track to 3 million by the end of this year. And that is something that is something we're really excited about. In Singapore, Malaysia, the biggest clients we serve include brands like Agoda, Vietjet from Singapore, as well as Audi, Volkswagen, amongst many other clients that we serve as well. And so that's something that we believe that will allow us to grow in the next 5 years, because we see a big sort of change in the marketing space. Agencies are struggling. For those of you who know, layoffs are happening at big ops across Dentsu, the biggest agencies. I hope none of you are from those agencies, but in short, the agency space is struggling. I used to run one myself, and my aim is to disrupt.
Time for Q&A.
Oh.
Sorry, please continue.
Yeah. So we see the massive opportunity with battle-tested advisors, all of them from marketing agencies. One of them just exited with Publicis, the chairman of SGAG is an angel investor, as well as Gash Tao, and a few very strong operators that are supporting me in this growth. And our aim is to fuel towards the next phase of the marketing era in Southeast Asia, and we hope that you will support us to build the best brands that will run on an operating system that will not sleep. Thank you very much.